Shravana Kumar. Long, long ago, there was a boy called Shravana Kumar who dwelt in a forest with his parents. He loved and revered his parents who were old and blind. He looked after their comfort and served them with great love. Whenever they had to go anywhere, he would carefully place them in two baskets and carry them by tying the baskets to the two ends of a strong pole. He would balance the pole on his shoulders and carry them. His parents considered themselves very lucky to have such a devoted son. Else, what could have become of them? One day, Shravanakumar carried them to a forest near Ayodhya. He built a small hut for their stay. At night, he found there was no drinking water in the pot. As his parents were thirsty, he told them that he would go quickly and fetch water from the river. In the darkness, he ran to the river with the pot in hand. As he immersed the pot in the river, the water filling the pot made a gurgling sound. Exactly at that time, Dashratha, the king of Ayodhya, came to the forest to hunt. He was skilled in the art of shooting an arrow in darkness in the direction of any sound. In this manner, he was able to hunt wild animals that prowled at night. When Shravana Kumar was filling his pot, Dashratha was on the other side of the river. He heard the sound of the water filling the pot and mistook it for an animal drinking water. So, aiming in the direction of the sound, he shot an arrow. He had very good aim, and the arrow struck Shravanakumar right in the chest. The poor boy fell back with a cry. Alas, I have been shot. What will happen to my parents now? Dasharatha was horrified when he heard the cry. He realized that he had made a terrible mistake and that a human being had been hurt. He came running to the boy's side and found to his dismay a Brahmin boy writhing in agony, covered in blood. Even in that painful condition, his only thought was for his parents, who were thirsty and waiting for water. Dasharatha approached the boy and explained to him how he had shot the arrow, mistaking him for a wild animal. He begged his forgiveness. The Shravanakumar cried out, O king, I do not mind dying, but who will look after my blind old parents now? I am all they have. I had come here to fill water for them as they were thirsty. They will be waiting for me. Please carry this water to them and satisfy their thirst. Give them my last pranams. So saying, Shravanakumar breathed his last. Dashratha was aghast at what he had done. It was not merely one young man whom he had harmed, but also the old parents who would be helpless thereafter. What a terrible thing he had done. All this had happened because of his vicious passion for hunting, and that too in the dark. With a heavy heart, he had to take the drinking water to Shravana's thirsty parents and also inform them of the death of their son. He took the pot of water and slowly reached the hut. The parents were anxiously waiting for their son, for it was a long time since he had been gone. Had anything happened to him? Such were their thoughts when they heard approaching footsteps. They were happy, for they thought that it was Shravana Kumar returning. Dasharatha approached them and silently handed over the pot. As they drank the water, he stood nearby to give them the heart-rending news of their son's death. They finished drinking and asked, Son, why are you so late? Then the king spoke, I am not your son. My name is Dasharatha. I am the king of Ayodhya. Surprised, they cried out, Where is our son? Why hasn't he come? How did you come to know of us? With great regret, Dashratha told them how he had mistakenly shot the arrow that killed Shravanakumar. As they listened, the old parents' hearts nearly broke and they bewailed their loss. They asked the king to lead them to the place where their dead son was lying. There they embraced Shravanakumar's body and called his name again and again. What was the use? Their dear loving boy was no more. At last, they asked the king to arrange a funeral pyre for their boy and for themselves too. They did not want to live without their son. Shedding remorseful tears, Dasharatha arranged the pyre. They sat on it with the body of their son and told Dasharatha to light it. As they sat there weeping, they cursed Dasharatha. O king, you are responsible for our sorrow. May you also die like us one day, grieving over the separation from your son. The curse had its effect long afterwards, when Sri Rama went to the forest. Dashratha died pining for a glimpse of his beloved son.